the date of the Hilula, of the date of the passing, like we usually do. We're going to explore some of the great rabbis from the Alfandari rabbinic dynasty. In of itself, we're exploring the life. There's some of the highlights of the life of Rabbi Eliyahu Alfandari, very, very great rabbi in of itself in his time period in Constantinople. And much can be said. Remember, in the rabbinic dynasty of the Alfandari family, there were many great rabbis, including Rabbi Aaron ben Moses Alfandari, Rabbi Chaim ben Yitzchak Raphael Alfandari, the younger, for example, Rabbi Chaim ben Yaakov Alfandari, the elder, Rabbi Yitzchak Raphael Alfandari, Rabbi Yaakov ben Chaim Alfandari, Rabbi Shlomo Eliezer Alfandari. It was a really, really great rabbinic dynasty of its time in of itself. The Alfandari was actually a family of Eastern rabbis prominent, let's say in the 17th, especially in the 18th century, also found in Smyrna and in Constantinople, and also in Jerusalem, one of the four holy cities of Israel. The name, according to some opinions, may be derived from a Spanish locality, actually, perhaps from suggested over from various different places, Alfambra, and was a really, really great rabbinic dynasty of its age in of itself. What's interesting, Rabbi Eliyahu Alfandari was a great rabbi in Constantinople, especially in the later part of the 18th century and in the beginning of the 19th century, the beginning of the 1800s in of itself, respectively. Now, he would go on to publish two very great Torah works in of itself. The Seder Eliyahu Rabbah, very, very interesting, let's just say in English, the Great and Small Order of Eliyahu. This, I believe, was printed in Constantinople in the year 1719. This happened to be. Another great book that he wrote was a מכתב מאליהו, a letter from Eliyahu over here. This also was printed in Constantinople, I believe, in the year 1723. Now, what's actually interesting, he had a really great cousin, Rabbi Chaim Alfandari the Younger. And when it came to a question of law one time, which was submitted to him, he refers to Rabbi Eliyahu Alfandari as a really, really great authority in rabbinical law, speaking about him in the, let's just say, in the highest esteem. Rabbi Chaim himself, Ben Isaac Raphael Alfandari, I think lived between the years 1660 to 1733. Also was a rabbi in Constantinople, and I think he would actually eventually go to Eretz Israel and will pass away there later on. He happened to be himself the author of great Torah books called the Esh Dat, and I think he actually printed that, I believe, with his uncle in of itself, and wrote really, really different great books. He happened to be also a great member of the family. It's actually I'll say that the members, maybe among his descendants of the Alfandari rabbinic dynasty, some of the members of the families were to be founders, reported over in the year 1906 in Constantinople and in Beirut, of various different, let's just say, institutions in of itself. It's actually reported over that I think there was a Portuguese family of the name Alfandari, which actually still exists as of 1906. I think they came to Paris, to various different places in of itself. It's they actually say in Avignon there was a famous physician called Rabbi Moshe Alfandari, a great person himself. I'm not too sure actually if he was a rabbi or not, but he lived around the time period of 1506. Also another one was Leon Alfandari, I think in the year 1558, which is interesting enough. But it was really a family, a rabbinic dynasty of greatness and brilliance in of itself. I think is known also to be a person named Solomon Alfandari, I think from Valencia, in the year 1367, which actually was reported over that he had a son called Jacob Alfandari, who assisted the famous Samuel Zarsa in translating the Sefer Ha'az Ma'amim, I think, which is from Ibn Ezra, if I'm not mistaken, from Arabic into Hebrew. So many of the Alfandari family will become great Rabbonim. And today I'm not too sure exactly the date of the Hilula of Rabbi Eliyahu Alfandari in of itself, but in of itself he was a really, really great rabbi of his time. And we've actually covered many rabbis from the Alfandari family in of itself inside this series over here. I would recommend everyone to watch those videos. If anyone happens to be related to any of the great rabbis, please send me an email. I'd like to hear more. We're a community here. We're learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. We're near 6,000 members in of itself. Please be well, everyone. Wishing you all a great day and take care.